Hey everybody, Martha Krejci here. Today we are going to be talking about 11 days to a better life. Okay. First things first, if this is your first video you've ever been to, do make sure that you click on the subscribe button and then also the bell so you get notified when other videos come on. We do at least one video a day, and a lot of times it's more than one. So if you click on the bell, you'll be one of the first ones to find out when a video comes on so you can know all the things before anybody else. Anywho, okay, so let's talk about 11 days to a better life. Now, the reason that I'm talking about this at all is because I do an 11-day jumpstart. Now, a lot of people have been asking me questions about it, okay? So that's what I'm going to go into, is exactly what that jumpstart is about, what you can expect, what other people have gotten from it, and what my goal is for you guys as people that are going through it, okay, if you choose to go through it. So the 11-day jumpstart originated when basically I was messing around and I started putting some things together. Like I put an eating protocol together with some supplements. And whenever I did that, what I found is that my entire life up until that point had been like basically a cycle of overeating, of binge eating, of trying different diets. I tried the keto diet a number of times and I couldn't do it because I ended up feeling like I would binge, basically. So I would be on a diet for, like a week or two, something like that. And then after that, I would be like, oh, okay, well, I lost a few pounds or I lost 5 pounds or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and get this little thing. And then, of course, it would turn into a whole binge that ended up a big deal. You can check my blog out if you want to see like the entire mess that ended up being for me. But what I realized whenever I put these two things together, this style of eating together, and then also these supplements, what happened, you guys, is I no longer felt the need to, I no longer had these cravings, which meant that I no longer felt the need to binge eat anymore, which meant that I was now able to lose weight, feel good, and all of these things, right, that I hadn't been able to do ever before. So on this protocol that I do, I've lost over 60 pounds at this point on it, but that was a year ago and it's still gone, right? So it's not like I lost it and it came back and I lost it and it came back. It's not like that, right? It's like I lost it and it's gone. So yeah, that's what the 11-day jumpstart is. Now I'm going to kind of get into more of what you can actually expect in 11-day jumpstart, and then also what people have gotten from it. Just real quick, what some people have gotten from it. People will lose between 7 and 15 pounds typically just in the 11 days, okay? Now, some of that is water weight, right? Because that makes sense. It's always going to be water weight to begin with. But you guys, whenever it comes down to your joints and things like that, it doesn't matter if it's water weight or not. It's easier on your skeleton. It's easier on your body when you weigh less. It's easier on your heart whenever you weigh less. So it doesn't matter. There are a lot of people that are like, yeah, that's just water weight. I mean, that's kind of poo-pooing something that's actually a really big deal. If you're able to take the stress off of your body and take the stress off of your heart, who gives a rip if it's water weight or not? Then get rid of it. It doesn't mean that it's okay to put it back on just because it's water weight. It's not like I gained 5 pounds. Oh, that's just water weight. That's not, it doesn't work in reverse. So if it doesn't work in reverse, is it a truth? And is it something that you actually want to look at like that? Just a little thing for you. Okay, so 7 to 15 pounds, typically what people lose-ish. And then afterward, what happens is it becomes a lifestyle, okay? So I know that it's not the typical 28 days that it takes in order for something to become a habit. I know that that's not it. However, 11 days is what I have found that people can commit to, because people in their minds think, okay, I can do anything for 11 days. And then if you can do this for 11 days and you can realize how addicted you were to some foods, you realize how some foods were actually making you feel. You realize all of these things within that 11-day jumpstart, and it's easier to make those decisions to stay away from those foods, because there's a lot of foods that are out there, you guys, that just create a massive amount of inflammation in our bodies. That's the bottom line. And inflammation, I think a lot of us understand about inflammation. I'm not a doctor or anything, but I've done a lot of research, and then also I've seen what's happened with my own body. I think a lot of us understand that inflammation is the thing that leads to pretty much everything that we don't want to happen with our body, right? Inflammation leads to depression. Inflammation leads to weight gain. Inflammation leads to bloat. Inflammation leads to cancer. Inflammation leads to all of this stuff. Autoimmune disorders, okay? All of that stuff begins with inflammation. So if we can decrease inflammation not only by the things that we're eating and the things we're not eating, right? But if we can also decrease it with a number of different like supplements, that is what I use. If you can decrease it with all of that, what's going to happen is this. You're going to lose weight, but you're not going to lose weight because you're starving. You're not going to lose weight because you're depriving your body of something. You're not losing weight for that reason at all. You're actually losing weight because you are satisfying your body nutritionally, and then you're able to process out of your body this inflammation, right? So if you can have less inflammation in your body, then you're going to naturally lose weight. Okay, I'm not going to go into all of the different things. I'm not a scientist. I am not a doctor. All I know is what has happened with me. Okay. And I've done lots of research, but I don't have a PhD in anything. Okay. I'm just telling you, this is what has worked for me. So I'm showing other people how to do it. And it has a success rate, you guys, of like between 80 and 90% of the people that do it are able to see success with it, you guys. That's an insane thing for all the people that have done it. So what does it include? For the most part, what it is, you guys, is it's meal plans. Now, a lot of people ask me the questions, well, if I'm a vegetarian, would I be able to do it? Yes, there are meal plans for vegetarians. There's meal plans so I've created a journal. There's meals in the actual journal itself, but then there's also a lot of backup meals as well that you could sub in if you want to. So you don't have to eat what's in the journal. I'm just making suggestions, okay? But then there's a lot that you're able to sub in. So there's a variety. There's a big variety. So there is that, and those are approved meals that you can definitely have. The other really, really big thing that people were asking me for was checklists. They don't want to think about what they're having to do. Okay. So they don't want to think about when they want to eat. They don't want to think about, or when to eat. They don't want to think about, what to eat. They don't want to think about like when to take these supplements, how much water to drink, all of that stuff. You guys, in my journal, everything is laid out. Everything down to the hour that you do it. Okay. Now, there's another question that people ask me and that I get asked actually in the program itself. If somebody works third shift, and it says to eat at, 11 a.m. or something, and they work third shift, that's going to be difficult for them. In which case, all you do is you just kind of move that time frame to what makes sense for you. But you just kind of move it for yourself. But it still remains true. The actual template of when you eat, what you eat, when you take the supplements, what you're taking, all of that stands true. All of that still is a thing, right? So you literally have a checklist for 11 days of exactly what you're going to eat and when, how much water to drink. You're going to have workouts every single day. If you choose to do them, you don't have to if you don't want to. If you choose to, you can though. And then also every day what you're going to have is live group coaching with myself. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to talk about I'm going to drill down on different concepts, like the concept of wheat. We really go down into wheat and what that really is doing to people and choices that you can make, right? We go down into GMO stuff. We go down into why some people choose these things over other things, what they're actually doing to our bodies. That's the kind of stuff that we go into. So it's a bit of, it's basically like all of this stuff that I have researched for years, and then I put it all into this little 11-day challenge, and you get to just absorb everything that I spent years learning and figured out how to mix everything together so I can have a successful weight loss regimen. But not even just that, you guys. It's not just weight loss. That's like a happy accident that happens alongside. But what happens is you get healthier. You're happier. Your mood gets lifted. You're more regular in two different ways. So speaking as a woman, we're more monthly regular, right? And then daily, you're more regular. And then you have better sleep, you have more energy, your brain works like a boss. So you turn into, I'm pretty sure you turn into a version of Einstein. Okay, because what's happening is your body is firing on all cylinders at this point, right? You've got so much satisfaction in your body, in your cells. They're being fed things, nutrients and minerals that they have not had forever. And all of a sudden they're waking up like, oh, so this is what we're doing, all right? Because before, you guys, whenever we're eating a standard Western diet, what we're doing is we're essentially just eating a lot of toxins. Okay. And so all of that is coming into our system. And then here's what happens. Our body has to fight that. So instead of our body taking in nutrients and processing them, putting them where they're supposed to go and all of that stuff, and our body actually being nourished, instead of that, our body literally has to fight the food that's coming in. So if it has to fight the food that's coming in, you guys, because it's basically toxins or poison, if it has to fight the food that's coming in, what happens with the rest of our situation? It can't actually heal itself because it's too busy fighting. It's spending that energy that it has fighting stuff off instead of actually healing itself and getting itself working well and being able to process the inflammation out of it and all of those things, right? So this is just a very short video to explain to you what my 11-day Jumpstart is about. I don't want to go on and on forever about it, but I have so many questions that I really just wanted to make a video so you guys get it. Now, here's another question that's being asked because I'm so seen in Young Living these days, is that you do not have to be on my team to do this anymore. There was a time, about 6 months or so, where it was only for my team, right? Now anybody can be in it. There's a link below where you can join it if you're not on my Young Living team. So if you're on my team, then you get it for free. Okay, then you get to be in it for free and you get to be in it for life. Okay, now if you're not on my Young Living team, then all you do is pay $47 and then you're in for the next group coaching. You're in it all the way until the end of the month, and then you would be removed from the group at that point. So you get to go through the next group coaching. You get the journal, you get the coaching, you get the group and all of the everything. Oh yeah, and prizes. So there's also prizes. I also give away prizes, and they're not prizes based on weight loss. They're prizes based on checking in. They're prizes based on the action of actually showing up every day and doing the things. Because you guys, in order to hit major goals in our lives, if your goal is to lose 20 pounds and that is what is in your mind, it's harder to hit a goal that says I'm losing 20 pounds than it is to say I'm going to do this today. I'm going to do the meal plan today. I'm going to do the meal plan the next day. I'm going to drink my water and do the meal plan the next day, so on and so forth. I want you to check in every day, because when you check in every day, you're going to hit your goal. My goal is for you to hit your goal. Okay. So I'm going to make that happen however I need to make that happen. And if that's prizes for checking in, doggone it, I'm going to do it. Okay. So So again, 47 bucks for people that are already in Young Living. There is a link below for you guys to join if you wish to. If you're joining my team, if you're not in Young Living yet, and you're watching this video and you want to join my team, feel free to go ahead and join my team. If somebody else sent you to this video, I don't really know how we want to handle that. But if you want to join my team, then let me know, comment below, send me a message, something like that. Then you're obviously going to get in for free. And then there's lots of other things that we have for you as well. So there you go, you guys. You have an awesome day, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.